SimmplyShelli here with my Littleroot legacy. Goodbye, Evergreen Harbor. This is Daisy, Littleroot, and as you can see, she's sitting in the shipping container home where she was raised in Evergreen Harbor. And she has applied to university and several scholarships and has been waiting for the past couple of days to see whether or not she has been accepted to university and has received scholarships. And today is the day she has received her acceptance letter. She has choices. She has some distinguished degrees between Brightchester and Foxbury, and now she's telling her family. Then that is her grandpa there. He's blowing the horn. They're so excited. She's going to announce to everyone, yes, I have done it. I've been accepted and I have some scholarships. Her family is really excited for her, although her mom Blossom is a bit sad. As you'll see, they're jumping around. They're just so excited because she's the first person in their entire family who has gone off to college. Her grandpa is telling her, I hope you're going to do things and just make a difference in the world. And remember that we need your help, and Evergreen Harbor needs the help. And her mom is saying, please don't forget us. The flowers need you. Maybe you could become a botanist. Maybe you could research and find the perfect plant. And Grandma's saying, yes, but what are your scholarships in? Well, she's been awarded food and drink and building the future. Grandpa says that's perfect for you. Build that future. And Grandma says, well, I guess that's a little toilet humor. And they're all laughing. I think that's so cute. As you can see, Evergreen Harbor is still pretty smoggy and still kind of a mess. Grandpa's working on that smog vacuum. Hopefully he'll be able to get that invention done and turned in and accepted, and it'll work. So we're just going to pan over here. Little last view of Evergreen Harbor before Daisy takes off. And then I just wanted to show you again really quickly. These are her scholarships, food and drink and building the future. And she didn't get quite a few, which she was sad about, but hey, that's 600 simoleons per term. So that's pretty exciting. So now Daisy is going to head off to University of Brightchester. She's decided that is going to be the place for her, and she's moving into the dorms, the best of friends. So she has said goodbye to her family, and I kind of miss it in Sims 3 when the moving van would come and pack up, and Sims 2 when the parents would take them to the university, but this is how it works in Sims 4. I'm okay with that. So I have some screenshots because my recording didn't take. So here's her scrapbook. She's preparing a presentation, and she shares the dorm, as you saw, with the two others. It's the best of friends household. Daisy spent so much of her time studying. That's pretty much what she did because it was really important for her to keep her scholarships and to do well in school. She really wants to make something with her life. So as you can see, there's her dorm room, and I did kind of redo it a little bit, gave it that U-Bright look. But she studied, she enjoys it, and because she's a bookworm, studying comes easily to her, and it's something that is enjoyable for her. It's not to say that she doesn't have any fun other than studying, but classes and studying and taking a full load was how things are for her. And so she was given a laptop, a really nice, really expensive laptop. And I don't think I've mentioned this, but we haven't seen Daisy's father in the picture, and that's because he passed away quite tragically before she was born. And so that's why, and I don't think I mentioned that. But Daisy did manage to make some friends, even with Foxbury students, and enjoy an occasional night out. She joined the debate guild, and this is one of their meetings, and she's playing ping pong, which she had fun doing. And of course, when she felt stressed, she needed to relax, she'd always pick up her knitting needles and do some knitting and think about her grandma and feel closer to home. And of course, Grandma was always sending little gifts and treats and things for her. And finally, after long hard work, she earned a degree, and she was really excited. One thing that kind of makes me sad is because she's not in the household with her family, she was not able to invite her family to her graduation. And so there also was kind of a glitch with her graduation. I don't know what happened. She was packing up and moving out. So I had everything ready and I had the notification her graduation is tomorrow. But she was packing up, moving out, and it said graduation will be in an hour. And then I'm not quite sure what happened because it just went away. So I didn't get any pictures of her in her graduation gown. But this is Daisy in her formal wear outfit, and I think she looks really pretty in that. So she has packed up and moved out and is ready to move out on her own. Daisy has decided, even though her mom and her grandparents really would love for her to return home to Evergreen Harbor, something happened in her life to change her plans. Daisy received a free meal at a very fancy restaurant in a town she'd never visited before, Oasis Springs. At first, she was a bit nervous. She felt uncomfortable. Of course, she wore her very pretty dress, and she looked at the menu, all the delicious offerings, and felt kind of strange that she was by herself, but that was okay. She colored on the placemat, something she'd always wanted to do as a child. And believe it or not, this is Daisy's first time ever eating in a restaurant in her entire life. It's something that her family thought was a waste of money, but she really enjoyed it. She chose a delicious meal. She decided to go with the chef's special, and the waitress or the server took it, her order, and Daisy just enjoyed the atmosphere while she was waiting for her meal to arrive. Everybody was dressed in their nicest clothing, and she felt pretty good. She thought her dress looked very nice. It didn't really look homemade after all. So she enjoyed her meal, which was a rack of lamb, and I cannot remember which, it was a red juice. I don't remember which one it was, but it was very delicious. And she couldn't believe that she'd eaten such delicious food in such a beautiful location. And the sky was clear as she looked out the window and blue. She loved the bright orange color of the sand and the warmth of the sun on her skin. And this thought bubble came over her head, so I had to take a picture of that. She loved it. She really enjoyed eating out and wondered who her mysterious benefactor might be. And as she was eating, I took a couple of these screenshots because I thought it was kind of interesting. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Tell me if you see the strange thing or not. So, yeah, Jeffrey and Nancy, what are you doing with the Calientes? I'm not sure. Very strange. Daisy didn't want to leave. She just fell in love with Oasis Springs. And so she, of course, brought another outfit, magic outfit, because it was hot outside, and decided to walk around a little bit and explore and think about what would she tell her family that she really didn't want to return to Evergreen Harbor, that she wanted to move away, far away, not too bad because of the rapid transit system, but move out on her own and start her own life in Oasis Springs. She thought, well, maybe I could talk to my friends Becca and see what they think and kind of run my idea through them before I talk with my parents. So she did that, but when she was on her way back to talk to her friends Julia, Becca at Brightchester, her phone buzzed and she looked down, and there was a notification from the bank that she had received a substantial amount of money, enough to buy a home. Receiving a 13,600 simoleon inheritance was something that Daisy had never ever considered, and she knew exactly where she wanted to go, Oasis Springs. She went ahead and talked to her parents, I keep saying parents, her grandparents and her mom, and while they were sad, they knew that this is what she needed to do. So Daisy moved to Oasis Springs, and in the next video, I'm going to show you the speed build that I did for her home. So I hope you enjoyed this little recap It's a little different because, as I said, the recordings, I don't know what was going on, but you know what? I'm giving up on my perfectionism and I'm just doing this because this is something that I love. And I hope you've enjoyed it and are enjoying Daisy's discovery and her journey as much as I have been playing with her and just seeing how the story goes. So if you have, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a like and think about subscribing to my channel and maybe sharing with somebody else, hitting that notification bell for the next videos. And if you look, there's a recommended video for you to watch to see. So I will see you in the next video when we start with, which will be the speed build. And then I'm also going to show you my calendar that I use. So that's a little bit sidebar video. And then we have a big surprise. I'm super excited because of that announcement that occurred a short while ago. It's a little detour that Daisy takes, and then we're going to go ahead and begin her new life. So I will see you in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful day, and please stay safe and take care of yourself. Dag dag.